Hey guys, welcome back to Stardew Valley, continuing from where we just left off. We're over here on our farm, doing just a little bit of pruning. Getting ready to go to the blacksmith to pick up our copper hoe. And I do love that it finished like just in time for the first. That way we can be planting straight from the get-go. So, yeah, I love that. Now, if you didn't see one of my previous videos, I talked about games that I plan on. I threw out a little list of the games I have available, you know, on me, that you would like to, I would like y'all to choose the game you'd like to see me play next. And if you don't remember right there, if you don't remember what they are, or you didn't see the last video, it's South Park: The Fractured Butthole, Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 Remastered, Subnautica Dead Island Definitive Edition, Final Fantasy The Zodiac Age, and Ark Survival Evolved. So yeah, please be sure to post in the comments like which game you would like to see me do next after I do my Stardew. And if you remember right, I said I was going to take my Stardew to the end of year 2 and then back off of it and then start recording some videos for, you know, whatever everyone is, you know, if you decided to make a suggestion, even if it's just one person, it's like, oh, play that game, would like to see that one. Say okay, you know, because I like if y'all make a suggestion like in a game, like something I should try or do, I will, you know, because I wanna be, you know, a YouTuber that's like, I'll listen to your tips and tricks and whatnot, you know, because I think it's hard for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go for about 9 corn, or well, since this takes the longest, we'll go for 8. So, let's see. It's hard to see how many. So, pumpkins, corn, eggplant, and cranberries. And I believe all this is, yeah, corn. Yams is what we need as well. So, we'll get a good bit of corn. Go for about 40 of that. And we'll go for about 40 cranberries. And I believe that'll be good. I think that'll do it for us for seeds. Yeah, I believe that'll do it for seeds. So 40, 80. There, decent at math. Let's see, 9 plus 9 is 18. So 18. Trying to do the math. 18 plus 8 is 26. So 26 plus 80. That'll be 106. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we'll remove that. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So need to trim this up a little bit. Alrighty, wait, how much fertilizer do we have? Okay, we have more than enough fertilizer. Let me grab our sprinkler so we can have our first sprinkled crops. So where do we... I think about right here will be good. We need some wood so we can make a wood path. Now, if you don't know this little trick, I saw this on, you know, a YouTube video. Place down a piece of path where you're gonna put your sprinkler, and then you throw down the sprinkler on top of it. And when you hoe, it won't knock the sprinkler. So you can really just hoe and not worry about constantly having to replace your sprinklers. So grab that. Grab the basic fertilizer. Fertilize it up. And pumpkins. There. Now we don't have to worry about them being watered. We have to water them this once. Oh, I think I know why this hasn't grown for the last few days, because I think we forgot to water it, so I'm a complete idiot. If you remember from our last video, you said it's still, you know, early in the morning and I haven't been up long, so brain fart. I feel those are, you know, that'll be decently common when you first wake up in the morning. And you really hope you don't, like, forget anything, especially when you head out to go do stuff. I believe everyone always hates it when they have that brain fart when it's like, oh no, I forgot this. It's like, well, I'm an idiot. Get these. I know I've seen some people that said, I've watched a few, like, videos of Stardew Valley from, by different people. And I've heard, like, some people say in the comment, don't plant in 3x3. I was like, what's the big deal about not planting in a 3x3? You know? And it's like, what is this It's like, what is this, Harvest Moon? And I saw some of those comments in their section, in the comment section. I was like, well, what's the big deal about painting in 3x3? You know? You know, I say it's alright to plant in 3x3. You know, if you want to plant it in 3x3 and make it like Harvest, it's like, oh, this is my homage to Harvest Moon. Me, I played Harvest Moon and I liked it. In fact, that's when I first saw this game, I wanted to play it because, you know, it reminded me so much of Harvest Moon. And one big thing I think this one tackled compared to Harvest Moon was crops. And if you've played Harvest Moon, you probably know what I'm talking about, and how you can actually walk through crops. You know. So you had to at least the way I would play it. At least the way I played Harvest Moon, I did a setup like this. Because, when you purchase seeds, it always sprinkled in a 3x3. So, I always took one of the little rocks that you could pick up, and I would place it down right here in the sprinkler, and then hoe around. That way I can, especially starting out, that way I can, water all the crops and not worry about that one center crop I can't reach. Until I upgraded my watering can to copper. Then I would remove them and still leave them in a 3x3. The way it started is it'd be 3x3 space, then a 3x3. That's how I played the game. Deposit all of that. Oh, we still have those. I don't know why we still had those. Oh, we should do a quick little look around for forageables. That way we can get some wild seeds on the go. So that way we can have extra income. Because the more income we get, the better off we are, which means the better stuff we could put down. So, let's go to the bundles right quick. And fall foraging is mushroom, plum, hazelnut, blackberries. So, let's see if we can find any right quick before we go and hit the bed. We got plenty of time to do a nice little look around. Yeah, we'll continue off on our topic of anime from last episode. Talk about some of our favorites. What was one of y'all's favorite anime? That an anime that you really love and you really love to watch. It's your I'd probably say all-time favorite. And I'll give you a list of my top 3 for me, in my personal opinion. The first one would have to be for me, really, it would have to be the first Sword Art Online. That was a great show. Really loved that show. It had a good story to it, and good action. Especially, if you have seen it, you'll know the fight I'm talking about, the Gleam Eyes fight. And that one, when he pulls out the dual wielding, it got really awesome there. That's my number 1. My second favorite, my second all-time favorite would have to be one. If you've never seen it, go watch it. It's a great show. It's got just a lot of over-the-top action sequences, and it's a Gurren Lagann. Once again, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's amazing. And number 3. Yeah, I can't really. Probably just because it's so early in the day still for me. I can't really think of one. you know? I'm thinking, and I can't really... I remember watching a lot of good anime. Uh, one that I think... One that I remember that I think I really liked was a very good, a very interesting one was called if you haven't seen it, you should go see it. Is Dead Man Wonderland. That also was a good show. Really enjoyed that one. It's a very cool show. It's decently violent. Another pretty decently violent show that I also liked was once again, if you haven't seen it, you should, is Tokyo Ghoul. That was a pretty good one. Another pretty good show was Hellsing. It was also pretty good when I saw it. Let's see, Gurren Lagann, Naruto, Bleach. A very, I believe I've already said this before. Another good and interesting show if you haven't seen it. One you should definitely watch, but it gets a little weird. But it's incredibly freaking funny. Is Food Wars. And if you've seen it, I'd have to say yes. Remove the Dead Man Wonderland. And replace it with food. Let me remove the Dead Man Wonderland from the top 3, and replace it with Food Wars. Yeah, like I said, just not really thinking. It's like, oh, moment of clarity. That's right. This show. Clear all these little trees. But yeah, Food Wars. It's a show about if you're thinking if you have seen it and you know what it's about, good for you. If you really enjoyed it, excellent. If not, then I don't know what's wrong with you. It's a great show. It is incredibly freaking funny. Every time I watch it, it's got good story to it. But when it comes to Food Wars, it never fails to make me just laugh my ass off at it. Because it's just so freaking funny to me. Now, if you're wondering, it's like, how can anime be about cooking be any good? It's like, is there like some weird like fights or whatnot with food or something like that? You know, it's basically what I said it was. It's a show about cooking. It's like, how can that be good or exciting when it's just about cooking? Believe me, when I first saw the opening for it, I had the same feelings you did. I was like, this isn't probably gonna be good. Ended up watching it, and it was fucking amazing. But anyway, guys, I think that'll about do it for today. Please be sure to leave a like and comment and subscribe. And I will see y'all next time. Goodbye.